Avengers, assemble. Welcome to Sanders Presents. I'm Greg, and if you're enjoying the content we're producing, please consider following a link in the description below to become a YouTube channel member today. And we are going to jump right into it because we have immediate breaking news. The thumbnail, the title, and the little shot at the right beside us should fill you in on all the details. But this is a story that we're running with, and we're running with very, very quickly. Jim Carrey has been cast as the MCU's Modok. And of course, the screenshot of Modok is taken from the Marvel's Avengers game. That's not any kind of leaked image or anything like that. I want to be very upfront and ahead of that. We don't have any leaked images of Jim Carrey on set. We don't have anything of him as Modok. We just have the briefest bit of information, and that is Jim Carrey is Modok. This comes directly to us and to our emails, which is gregsanderspresents@gmail.com. I am very, very excited and interested in this casting. It goes on to say, the report in the email goes on to say, and that he will portray George Tarleton, which of course is Modok's real name, across multiple projects and film in the future of the MCU. The email then goes on to note that George Tarleton will, in fact, make his first appearance in She-Hulk. All of this is going to be very interesting to keep track of. It's going to be very interesting to see what comes out of this in terms of Disney Plus Day, which is right around the corner. I find it very interesting that this is all coming out now. I have to wonder if some of it is tied into Marvel getting ready for their big Disney Plus push, and if perhaps a Jim Carrey announcement or his addition to the MCU will be made there, since if this information is correct, if we take this information at face value, we accept it as a fact, as I have chosen to, then that leads us to believe that She-Hulk is right around the corner. If Jim Carrey is going to make his first appearance in She-Hulk, then what better time to really advertise and push She-Hulk than at Disney Plus Day in just a matter of weeks, and have the big reveal there, and potentially even have Jim Carrey come out on stage, potentially with Mark Ruffalo and Tatiana, again, the actor portraying She-Hulk. All of this is very exciting. It does note multiple projects. We don't know what those stretch into. We could speculate on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. The email even speculates, or at least I believe it's speculation that they note. They do note Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania with a question mark. I believe that's their speculation. I don't think that's trying to send any kind of signal. So I am a huge Modok fan. I love the character of Modok. If you follow this channel, you know how excited I am by Modok and by that character. There's a lot of potential for him in the MCU. There's a lot they can do with him. And he's also one of the most requested villains that we've been waiting for. And again, another thing we've been waiting for is for Marvel to take a different approach to villains, and for Marvel to start building out villains over multiple projects rather than just introducing them, dumping them in one film, and killing them, as we often see them do, which is often disappointing because, again, if you grew up with comics or if you grew up with cartoons, you're used to villains evolving and developing and sticking around and having interesting arcs, because villains in the Marvel Universe are just as important as the heroes. It's not all just one-sided. They're not all just one note. There's depth and there's character to them. And Jim Carrey has proven himself to be an incredibly versatile actor throughout his career, and especially recently. He's done numerous really valuable, really interesting roles, and it's going to be interesting to see what he brings to George Tarleton. I do not expect this to be slapstick and absurd, or to be played to some kind of comedic level like Ace Ventura, for instance. I do think it's interesting that Jim, again, if we take all this information at face value and we accept it, that he's making his first appearance in She-Hulk. She-Hulk, of course, has always been described as a half-hour comedy series. Again, if you've been following this channel, you know that She-Hulk is made up of 10 episodes that have routinely been described to us as being around a half hour each episode. So 10 half-hour episodes that are more comedic, that play to a different sense of humor than most other Marvel fare, and play to the spirit of Jennifer and the She-Hulk character and her comics, which again is benefiting of that character. That's what we expect from this character. That's what we want to see. So I do think it's interesting, again, that we have Jim Carrey now linked to this. And of course, this comes after months of speculation, especially if you've been following this channel. You know that we've talked about it prior, that Jim Carrey met with Marvel. Previously, when we discussed that, most of our viewers, and rightfully so, we pushed that off and said, we don't know if this went anywhere, so we're going to put it in the rumor bin for now. And now, of course, we have all of this come out, which is what makes me, again, I'm more inclined to believe it. We know about those meetings. We know they took place. And we also know that She-Hulk has numerous actors that have been had their identities hidden, that are classified, that are redacted. This is all information that we're playing with, all information that we're aware of, and that is slowly starting to come to light. And again, I do not believe it is a coincidence that it is coming to light on the eve of Disney Plus Day. Now, that's me saying I don't believe it's a coincidence. There's no information to back this up. This is me reading into it, me getting excited about it. But if he is making his first appearance in She-Hulk, if we, again, just to stress, if we take this at face value, if we take this information at face value, then we have something really exciting to look forward to, and Disney Plus could make a huge headline out of that news. Think about what they could control in terms of social media. So I'm very, very excited and very thrilled to have been able to bring this story to you. In the comments below, let me know what you think Jim Carrey would bring to this role, and what you would like to see from George Tarleton. As we know, Kevin Feige prevented Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from using Modok, and there's been numerous attempts to use Modok in the MCU prior, and Kevin Feige's always kind of backed away, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right actor. And again, they found him here, and I'm very, very excited about that. And I want to know what you think of it as well. To my YouTube members, thank you so much for your support and for making this content possible. If you're interested in becoming a YouTube member and supporting the channel, you can follow a link in that description below. You can support us for just $2.99 a month. To everyone, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being a part of the conversation. Please consider liking this video, subscribing to this channel, and sharing this content with your friends across social media. It helps immensely with YouTube's analytics and YouTube's algorithms, and again, just helping our channel grow. Finally, I am an author. My debut novel, 89 Instrument of Destruction, is now available for pre-order through Amazon, and there is a link for that in the description below as well. You can pre-order the Kindle edition, and physical edition copies go on sale with digital on the 16th of November, 2021. Above all else, and most importantly, stay safe, take care of others, and have an absolutely wonderful day. Bye, everyone.